Good morning, USA.
Yo 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 yo.
Jess Hilarious.
Good morning, Jess Hilarious. How are you?
Why you cut me off? I was going to finish it.
You don't say good morning to yourself.
Jess Hilarious. Good morning, y'all. Charlamagne the God.
Good morning, Charlamagne the God.
Oh my gosh. No man. How you doing, Loren?
I'm doing great. Hey.
She's here.
All five of y'all.
Envy is gone.
Yeah, he's playing golf. He's playing golf.
No, he is not. Shut up. He's on a book tour, him and his wife.
Yes, they are. They are. How y'all feel this morning? I feel blessed, black, and highly favored. Happy to be here. Another day to serve our beautiful listeners. How are the ladies doing? How you doing, Jess?
Oh, I feel good. I look good. I feel good. And I'm on a billboard in New York.
Yes, you are.
Real crazy.
John Hope Bryant had his Operation Green Socks day yesterday, and he put us up on billboards. Jess Hilarious she's up there.
Yes.
There was a few people up there yesterday, but yes, you were on a billboard in Times Square.
Yes. What you mean a few people? The one I saw, it was just me.
Well, I mean, yeah, because it flashes, so it was okay. So it's different people. But Operation Green Socks is a nationwide initiative aimed at raising awareness and promoting financial literacy. If you know what John Hope Bryant does in Operation Hope, then you know how they get down. Loren, you finally putting some lotion on. Thank God, man. Dropping the clues bombs for lotion.
First of all,
Loren be around here looking foggy. Okay. I'm glad.
Just because you lotion 10 times a day.
Yes,
girl,
I do.
Yeah. I had to ask him yesterday, like, what's the cue? How you know to put more
hour,
on? And it'd be 5 lotions.
The 5 different ones.
And then yesterday she had the one shoulder out, and it was just that one shoulder ashy, and ain't nobody said nothing.
First of all,
you kept saying something all day.
That is true.
And look, even Kerry Washington was like, "Oh, you got that little shoulder out."
Because she noticed it.
No, she didn't say the girl was ashy now.
That's what she wanted to do. She wanted to say something about it. Listen, I did a date night last night. Me and the wife went out. I went to go see Stranger Things on Broadway. Do y'all watch Stranger Things on Netflix?
I used to watch it. I used to watch Stranger Things.
Man, that is the greatest stage play production I've ever seen in my life. I'm just talking about the production aspect of it. Gotcha. They did things on that stage I didn't think you could do.
Really?
Like what?
Yes, like falling out the sky in slow motion, like monsters coming from the ceiling, like
production.
Oh
was
my
amazing.
God, the stage play production was incredible.
Yeah.
Dropping the clues bombs for Stranger Things on Broadway. They only been doing it for 2 weeks.
Yeah, I meant to see that.
Yes, yesterday was Rachel Edwards' born day. That's a good friend of mine, so we went to go see Stranger Things. So my wife and oldest daughter love Stranger Things. But if you are ever in New York City, even if you're not a fan of Broadway, even if you've never even seen the Stranger Things play, that is something the Stranger Things show, that is something to go watch.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. You cannot be a fan of Broadway. Like, people don't like I love Broadway.
I mean, yeah.
Well, it used to. It got like really entertaining for the youth over the years. At first, Broadway used to be really boring, in my opinion. And then when I got like to be a teenager and I saw Wicked for the first time, then I was like, oh, I like this. But I think I was just going to see the most boring things because we used to go on field trips all the time to see Broadway.
What's the first thing you remember seeing? You know?
No, it was like a little slave play.
Really?
Like that. Yeah.
My first one was Lion King.
See, you see that, you hooked.
I never seen Lion King.
My little cousin was in it at the time too.
Yeah, I want to go see something about some slaves.
Lauren got to introduce us to all this family she got because yesterday now it's her little cousin in Lion King. The other day it was her sister dance for SZA.
First of all, shout out to Mariah Hillard. She does dance for SZA. She's on the GNX tour. And you met my aunt Phyllis, who got you the book and who wanted to see you again at the Black Effect Podcast Festival. Yeah. It's her granddaughter. She was her manager at the time.
Well, if everybody doing so good, why you so ashy? Anyway, Kerry Washington will be here joining us this morning. She's got a new movie out called Shadow Force. It's out on May 9th, and we'll be talking to her next hour. But we got front page news next. It's The Breakfast Club. Yep, it's the world's most dangerous morning show, The Breakfast Club. Charlamagne the God, Jess Hilarious. DJ Envy is out, but Loren LaRosa is in. And it's time for front page news. What's up, Morgan?
Hey, y'all. Hey, how y'all feeling? Happy Thursday.
Feeling good, girl.
Blessed, black, and highly favored. What's happening?
All right, y'all. So first up on front page, President Trump says historically black colleges and universities should not be worried about federal spending cuts. Y'all know I had to get into the HBCU news, right? Mm-hmm. So Trump called into a News Nation town hall event hosted by Chris Cuomo and moderated by Bill O'Reilly and Stephen A. Smith last night. When asked if HBCUs should be concerned about their funding, considering all of the funding and rollbacks that the Trump administration is doing, Trump said he took care of the HBCUs and black colleges and that he got them more money than they ever dreamt possible. Let's take a listen to those comments.
They were going out of business. They came to me, about 50 people that headed up, and they came to me the first year, and I took care of them. I got them more money than they ever dreamt possible, and they're in great shape now, and they have long-term financing. Nobody did that but Donald Trump.
Mm-hmm. So under the Trump administration in his first term, he did sign a bipartisan bill in 2019 that permanently provides more than $250 million a year to the nation's historically black colleges and universities. If you were to, I guess, sum that up over the course of 4 years, but again, it was just 2019. If you were to sum that up over the course of 4 years, that would equate to $1 billion. Under the Biden administration, it was $1.3 billion in funding to HBCUs, whereas under the Obama administration, it was $4 billion towards HBCUs. Now, last week,
if combined, there's actually more than $17 billion in federal investments from the Biden-Harris administration.
That's right. That's correct. And then, of course, last week, Trump signed an executive order that will ensure HBCUs get the maximum funding they're entitled to. Now, Trump said during the town hall that they have a long-term financing, and that, of course, nobody else did it but him. Now, Loren, you went to a HBCU, Del State University. Shout out to the Hornets. So, what do you think of all of what he is saying?
I don't know how much of what is true, but I just know whoever's in the presidential office should make sure that the funding is going, because if it wasn't for federal funding, I would not have graduated from college at all. So it's very important, and that's all I know. They need the money, a lot of it too.
Absolutely.
It should be a ticket. Like, it should be, if you don't fund HBCUs, we don't support you. Like, it is a big ticket.
Yeah, you're not gonna get no pushback from me. You see Donald Trump supporting HBCUs. The only thing I would say is we want more. But who wouldn't?
Yep.
Period. So Trump addressed recent polling on his approval rating, saying they were fake polls where Democrats were interviewed. He said more Democrats were interviewed than GOP members. When asked about making a deal with China, Trump said there is a very good chance, but there will be, but it will be on the terms of the U.S. And of course, he shrugged off concerns about the economy and concerns that his policies only benefit the wealthy. Trump said he knows what he is doing is perfectly, and that is perfect, and essentially that his economic approach will be better for the middle class.
Well, you can't lie to people, because people are gonna feel it in their pockets regardless. So you can get on television and say that, but if people don't feel it in their pockets, they gonna push back. And when people, when people are losing jobs, when people can't afford to pay their bills, or they can't afford to put food on their table, they will push back. So you can't lie to them about that, because they feel it.
Mm-hmm. Right. And speaking of which, the numbers don't lie. So the new reports have the U.S. economy heading into uncertain waters this summer, as you have been saying, Charlamagne. The gross domestic product, or GDP, which some of the value of goods and services produced, fell 3% over last year. Growth had originally been predicted by economists, but outlooks were revised to negative thanks to the reaction of President Trump's global tariffs. A separate report from payroll processor ADP showed job creation slowed to 62,000 positions last month, about half of what economists were expecting. So it does appear that we are heading into a recession, and things are getting tight.
And Trump said that this isn't his GDP, this is Biden's GDP.
He did say that.
That's not true.
Absolutely.
Okay.
Talk about this quarterly.
That's right. You are the president of the United States of America. The tariffs and other things you have implemented directly have impacted America's GDP. You got to own that. You know what I mean? You can't keep pointing the blame at other people. You are the person that is governing right now. This is you.
Clock is CPG.
You know how your grandma be telling you, like, keep money in the mattress and keep gas in your car? What you supposed to do right now in preparation for the recession? Like, what's the
That's a good
starter
question.
kit?
I was thinking about just stocking up on things that you would probably need. Okay. But the reality of the situation is you probably can't afford to stock up on things you actually need. Like, if you know that there's going to be a recession this summer, so you say, hey, you know what? Let me stock up on, let's just say toothpaste. Mm-hmm. You might can't afford to buy 3-4 months of toothpaste just in case. So I don't know. I'm not an economist. You do know we on, people can see you, right, Loren?
Yeah, I'm just doing my makeup real quick.
All right.
She used to do this all the time.
Yeah, I'm in the conversation. We're here.
Yeah. Okay. Just asking. All right. Just asking.
All right, y'all, that's your front page news for 6 a.m. Stick around at 7. We will talk about Vice President Kamala Harris. She had her first speech out since losing her bid to the White House.
And you know what's crazy? You read about that, Loren. Because I don't even see his Crown Royal purse up here. Remember, you used to have like keep money in it. I don't even see that no more. So maybe
the times ain't that
okay.
You need something? Look, you need something from us?
Okay.
You want a little soda?
Now, girl, ain't got
stock up on the toothpaste.
You want a little soda?
Yes, we gotta stock up.
So a little Pepsi.
I got you right
Keep
here.
it right there. I'm
You want a
like,
little nap or something? You want a little nap or something? I got you right here. Whatever you need. Okay.
Oh, okay. Just checking for it.
Get it off your chest is next. 1-800-585-1051. If you want to call up here and tell us why you're blessed, you can do it. If you want to call up here and vent, you can do it. It's the world's most dangerous morning show, The Breakfast Club.
The Breakfast Club.
Ray.
Yo, Charlamagne, Envy, what up? Are we live?
This is your time to get it off your chest.
I got an indoor pool, an outdoor pool.
We want to hear from you on The Breakfast Club.
We can get on the phone right now. He'll tell you what it is.
We live?
Good morning. Who's this?
Hey, good morning. My name is Mark from Florida.
What part of Florida you calling from, Mark?
Sure, I stay out there in Orlando, but I'm a truck driver. I'm out in Missouri right now.
Oh, man. What's going on with you? Get it off your chest.
Man, I just wanted to call, man. Just first of all, good morning, everybody. I don't know who's up there, but good morning, Charlamagne, DJ Envy, Loren, and Jess.
What's up?
That's who all up
here.
here.
Off my chest. Oh, okay. That's what's up.
Yes.
But yeah, I just wanted to shout out, man. It's a best-selling author, man. He done wrote 3 books. It's my guy, Jess Israel. You can find him on YouTube at Jabez Invest. And I just want to shout him out, man, because he's doing great things for our people as far as just teaching us how to plant and teaching us how to grow food for ourselves. His second book just came out not too long ago, and it's called The More We Grow, the More We'll See that Everything We Need is Free. So I just want to shout him out, man. So everybody have a blessed day, man.
Hey, very, very important skill to have because, you know, if everything comes to a halt this summer and them shelves is empty, people definitely going to know how to grow some food. Are you worried about it being that you're in the trucking industry? Because they saying that by mid to late May, you know, the trucking demand going to come to a halt.
Yeah, man. And I listen to y'all all the time on the podcast. I heard you say that a couple episodes back. And I'm not too worried about it, man. You know, I have faith in the Most High. In terms of providing for me. But it's definitely something that I know will affect the industry that I'm in. So, you know, it's just about just trying to find other ways to, you know, get to the money and, you know, keep myself afloat.
There you
go. Other than that, you know, I hope everybody just, you know, have that same idea and that same way of thinking. But
there you go. All praises due to God, my brother. Have a great day.
Yes, sir. Y'all do the same. All praises to the Most High.
Yes, sir. Good morning. Who's this?
Oh, this is Drea. Hey, Charlamagne and Jess, Loren, DJ Envy.
Peace, Drea. What's happening?
Morning.
Hey, I want to get off my chest. I want to invite you guys to Norfolk State's homecoming. This is going to be Michael Vick's first year of coaching.
Oh, nice.
You said Norfolk State?
Yeah, Michael Vick.
Yeah.
I'm going to the Norfolk State Del State game.
Okay. Did you want to go to the homecoming?
Yeah, she's the nigga. I ain't asking you to ask you to come to homecoming.
I might have an announcement soon for Norfolk State homecoming. I was there last year, too.
All right.
Yes, Charlamagne and Jess, I want y'all to come. This is his first year, so I'm trying to get everybody out to support.
Man,
I'm trying to get them to come to the Del State Norfolk game.
Girl, wait a minute. Damn. So what is this game you talking about? What is the homecoming game you talking about?
It's October 26th.
October 26th.
Let me make sure that ain't South Carolina State University homecoming. Because I promise.
Even if it is, Charlamagne, I need you to make both.
I can't lie and promise everybody. You know, I didn't lie to her. Them.
Damn, she said I need right. And yo, she said I need you to make both.
I can't lie on the same date. You know what I mean? And they know I'm lying. No, I'm coming. I am going to one of them. Probably South Carolina State though.
I feel like you already told me you was gonna come to Norfolk Del State.
I ain't saying
that
nothing
was
like
Envy.
that.
That was Envy. And Jess, remember you did too because you said you were
I
gonna bring
said I'm
your son.
coming. Yeah, hell yeah. I said I'm coming.
Okay.
Well, shout out to Norfolk State, and I'm glad. I hope Mike Vick has a great season. You know, and I hope y'all have an amazing homecoming.
Thank you. That sounds like you ain't going, but I got you. Thank you.
But you want me to lie? Be like, yeah, for sure. Let me know. Tell me. You already told me. You told me when the date is. Okay? Get it off your chest. 1-800-585-1051. Call us right now. It's the world's most dangerous morning show, The Breakfast Club.
The Breakfast Club. This is your time to get it off your chest, whether you're mad or blessed.
I hate the way that you walk, the way that you talk. I hate the way that you dress. Everything with me is blessed.
Call up now. 800-585-1051.
Not just me. I'm what the culture feeling.
Good morning. Who's this?
Good morning, Breakfast Club. This is Uber Mike. How y'all doing?
Uber Mike. What's up, King?
What's up?
What's going on? Hey, Charlamagne, you always promoting your Black Effect podcast?
Yes, sir. Black Effect Podcast Network.
Yes. How can because I have one for 2 years on Spotify. Uh-huh. How do I unite with you talking about ride sharing and how to navigate safety situations for drivers?
Damn, you should have been to the Black Effect Podcast Festival. You could have pitched your podcast at the Nissan activation, man. They had a pitch your podcast.
I'll be there next year, I promise.
Okay.
Yeah, next year for sure.
Okay.
Yeah. But I just want to help drivers navigate because a lot of drivers can get killed and how to navigate. This is my 7th year with over 25,000 trips. So,
damn,
nice. I just want to give some options and stuff for drivers, how to move, how to navigate.
That's good information, man. Hit up Black Effect's DM. We got to go on Instagram at Black Effect. Hit up their DM.
Okay, I'll do that.
All right, brother. Good morning. Who's this?
Good morning. This is LT.
LC?
LT, as in Tango.
Oh, hey, LT. Hey, Tango. What's up, Tango?
You be having to say that a lot because you was ready.
I do. I really do. So first, good morning. Jess Hilarious, Loren, and of course, Charlamagne.
Peace, LT.
I wanted to call in because this past weekend, I did the meet and greet with you, Charlamagne, at your podcast festival here in Atlanta, and I gave you my script. A Rose in Harlem.
I got it.
If you remember.
Yes, what you mean? I got it. Yes, I got a Rose in Harlem. Absolutely. And you told me that you see Envision Tiana Taylor in it.
Yes. So you do remember. Okay.
Absolutely.
So I was just following up with that. Just wanted to make sure you still had that.
I haven't.
I told you I didn't want you to skinny black me.
No, I haven't gotten a chance to read it yet, but I have it. Actually, my good sister Dolly took it with her, so I'm gonna get it from her this weekend. Actually, but I look forward to reading it.
Thank you. I thank you for that opportunity as well. I had actually emailed Karen because I wanted to see about the process if you take meetings or lunches or anything like that.
I promise you, I'll find you. If I like it, I'll find you.
Okay, well, thank you guys. I hope you guys have a good day.
Right. Why are you rolling your eyes, Jess?
Because you know you was not about to see Dolly this weekend. You just saw her last weekend. You lying. Y'all don't even live in the same state. Don't do that. I'm going to get her from her this weekend. Lying.
She going to mail it.
Oh, okay.
Good morning.
Now she going to mail it. She didn't even know she was supposed to mail it.
Good morning.
Relax.
Today is Thursday.
Good morning. Who's this?
Good morning.
Yes, how are you? Who is this?
I'm good. This is Nikki from Neptune, New Jersey.
Peace, Mickey.
Hey, Nikki.
Peace. I want to say good morning to Jess and Loren.
Morning, girl.
And to you, Charla.
Thank you,
I
Mickey.
love you.
We love you too.
Aww.
I wanted to get off my chest. I seen that orange man on TV last night. He came across my screen, and the way he was sitting there lying, talking about everything is on Biden.
Nah, he can't. He got to hold this one. He is the president of the United States of America. When Joe Biden left office, the GDP was actually pretty good. And, because of a lot of the things that Trump has implemented over the first 100 days, it is not anymore. So he got to own that.
He don't own nothing. He lied about everything. And then want to overtalk everybody.
You know what's interesting? We can't act like any of these tariffs and stuff is a surprise because he said he was going to do this. And him and Elon Musk, they all said there was going to be a period of economic pain that everybody was going to have to go through. I would rather them just keep saying that as opposed to, now trying to put the blame on Biden. That's weak.
Exactly. And he needs to bring that man home from El Salvador and bring him home to his family. He knew he was wrong what he did. If they did that to his family, he'd be bending over backwards and stuttering over his words trying to get his family home.
I thought they was trying to bring him. They not.
He said he wasn't doing it. And if
he told them he's not bringing that man home. He can make a phone call if he wants to, but he's not.
Of course he can. Damn.
All right. Well, you got it? You good?
I got it. I'm good.
Okay, let's make sure you got it all out. That's all.
Right.
Thank
you guys have a great weekend.
You too. Thank you for calling. All right, that's Get It Off Your Chest. We do that every morning, man. Anytime you want to vent, you can call up here and do that. Anytime you want to call up here and tell us why you blessed, you can do that too every morning on The Breakfast Club. Now, we got the latest with Loren coming up next.
We do. So, Misa Hilton, Mary J. Blige, the $5 million lawsuit.
Oh, Lord. They still going at it?
Well, I talked to Misa yesterday.
Misa's still going at it. Mary don't give a damn, do she?
Mary's team has not responded to me, but I did talk to Misa Hilton yesterday, and she watched the segment that we did, and she wanted to clear up some things.
Okay.
So we're going to get into that first thing and the latest.
All right, we'll talk about it when we come back. It's the world's most dangerous morning show, The Breakfast Club.
The Breakfast Club.
Yes, it's the world's most dangerous morning show, The Breakfast Club. Charlamagne the God, Jess Hilarious. Envy is out, but Loren Roques is in, and it is time for the latest with Loren.
Loren be coming with straight facts.
She gets them from somebody that knows somebody.
She gets the details.
I'm the homegirl that knows a little bit about everything.
She be having the latest on you.
The latest with Loren Roques.
Sometimes she have facts, sometimes she have details, sometimes she have a little bit of everything.
Well, it's the latest.
On The Breakfast Club.
Talk to me.
All right, y'all. So I told y'all that we was going to get some things straight when it came to this Misa Hilton, Mary J. Blige, $5 million lawsuit over Vado.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So I spoke to Misa Hilton, and she wanted to make clear, Charlamagne, you would ask some questions about why $5 million, and is Vado even making that?
No, what I said was,
That's what you said.
I said, has he ever made that for Cameron? When he was signed to Cameron, did he ever make that for Khaled when he was signed with Khaled? What made them project $5 million for Vado?
All right, well, before y'all get to that, I didn't want to say anything yesterday because everybody knew who this man was, but who is Vado? Because I thought y'all was mistaking Vito's name for Vado.
Who is Vito?
Vito is a singer. Don't play with him. Put some respect on it. But no, Vito is really a good singer. He be with Eric Bellinger and all them.
And
Like,
he be going viral online. I know
all
who
the
that
time.
is.
I love Vito the singer. And he on Tank R&B Money album and all that.
Okay.
You would enjoy him.
But when y'all say
Vado
Vado
is a rapper from New York.
You should have pulled up some of his old records.
Because I didn't know that Mary J. Blige had artists, and I didn't know that I didn't never heard of Vado.
I'll get you a Vado song
that
you could listen to. Actually, he has one with Mary J. Blige, which is we're gonna talk about it. Okay. So according to Misa Hilton, she says when you calculate the numbers, Vado was writing for 2 Mary J. Blige albums as well as 2 tours that he was promised that he was going to go on with her that are now not happening, allegedly. So Misa says Mary J. Blige removed all of this allegedly, and the number, the $5 million, is not for her from them anticipating album sales. And it's not because they were supporting her label. It's because he's a super creative writer, vocal producer, and ghostwriter. And the song, for instance, that he has with Mary J. Blige, the Still Believe in Love song, went 10 weeks #1 on the chart. So basically she's saying that like there were things happening, like he was supposed to be on tour, which would have equaled bookings, and he has like writings and different things that he's been doing and was doing that he can't do anymore because allegedly Mary J is like, no, because you didn't come over to this side.
I appreciate all that information, but it still don't answer my question. Did he ever make $5 million for Cameron? Did he ever make $5 million for Khaled? What made him think he could make $5 million? Now, I do agree that if he is stuck in a contract that he shouldn't be in anymore, and Mary is the reason for that, then Mary should let him out the contract. That I agree with.
Yes. And you know, Misa also wanted to make it clear that her and Mary J. Blige and their friendship of over 30 years did not end or fall out or wherever it is right now because of Vado. And she did not file this lawsuit just because she's upset that they're no longer friends. To Charlamagne's point, it was about the business and it was about the contract, and it wasn't honored. And you know, if it was the other way around where he had a contract he was supposed to honor with Mary J. Blige or whatever, and he did not do that, they could have taken legal action as well. So you know, that she just wanted to clear that up.
They say it's no permanent friends or enemies when it comes to business. But what if you were already friends?
Yeah.
It's easy to say that when people you're not really dealing with, but when you're actually friends with a person, is it?
Yeah, it definitely can mess up.
It's difficult.
Relationships is definitely difficult. Yeah.
I prefer not to do business with friends.
With friends,
Yeah, and if
yeah.
I do
Or
it, I'd
family.
rather be like standoff. Like maybe I'm just like, I don't know, something, because it gets a little tricky. But she also wanted to clarify the timeline on when they fell out. She says that she said it's been a year that they have not spoken. And again, she doesn't really know the exact reason why, but there's a ton of different things that have happened within that year. She said, Jess, she heard you say that you saw them at the Strength of a Woman content in 2024. And she wanted to make it clear. She alleges that during that time, Mary J. Blige wasn't even speaking to her because she released, a collaboration of her own. What's wrong?
Relax, Jess.
No, because it's so much going on, and I didn't realize that she would talk directly to me while all this is happening. But okay, people be listening.
I think she just wants to clear things up because I didn't
realize that they weren't speaking. They literally sat on the panel together. But you know what? We don't know what's happening, right? That's just another example. You don't know what people are really going through behind closed doors, because I swear, like, it seemed like everything was fine. Like, they were in the same rooms. We were behind stage together. And no, Murray not supposed to be like, oh, I don't like that bitch. And, Misa not supposed to be like, I don't like, it wasn't giving that energy. And these are two women that know how to govern themselves with or without drama,
Yeah.
But
I'll tell you who don't give a damn about none of this.
Who?
Mary J. Blige.
I know.
Okay, you do that video that you sent me yesterday with Mary on stage, and Mary just like, man, sing the damn song so I can get up out here. If you think Mary care about any of this, you out your damn mind.
That's why I ain't got nothing from that side. I've been trying, y'all.
Mary's so sick
Her
of
middle
this.
name is Jane.
No, I don't think.
I was about to say that's so perfect.
Mary Jane Blige.
Yes.
Oh yeah, let's see what that J stands for. I can't believe we don't know this shit.
Yeah, I know. I never thought about it.
Or no, I never heard nobody ask that before. What is the J? Because you know how Weezy F, he changed the F is for something different every song. But I never
it does
heard
stand for Jane.
Mary Jane Blige.
Yes.
Okay.
I knew that.
So perfect.
I like that.
Yeah, well, that is the update there. But yeah, the lawsuit is still ongoing, but she did want to clear up those few things. Basically, she said, stop playing with, artists and creatives, Charlamagne, because you don't know what's in their pockets.
I know it's not. But that's why I'm asking the question.
But you know what? You know one thing?
That's why I asked.
Did the guy say anything yet?
No.
This is nothing personal to Vado. Vado's always been a cool, solid individual. I'm just speaking from a business perspective. When I'm thinking about the business, so I think about Cam, I think about Khaled. Did he ever make Cam $5 million? Did he ever make Khaled $5 million? So what would make them feel like? Why would they project that he could make them $5 million? I'm just asking. That's why I'm asking. I'm asking questions.
Well, do we have a song?
We still ain't got nothing in the system.
Because I want to identify Vato's voice.
The Mary J. Blige song that Vado is on.
Because I may have heard it. You know how you hear something you don't even know, you don't put the name to the face, or you don't know the name.
And that's why it sucks to be an artist, because you've been mentioning Vado for the last 3 days, but not one goddamn record played.
Yeah, and then he ain't
not even a whole record.
I know. Let me see. We don't have none?
I'm not the DJ. I'm just sitting here.
That's your damn problem right there.
I didn't mean to do that. No, because that stressed me out. You want me to scratch too? I'm just sitting here.
Come on, get with it.
We got front page news coming up next with Morgan Woods. It's The Breakfast Club.
You're checking out The Breakfast Club.
Yes, it's the world's most dangerous morning show, The Breakfast Club. Charlamagne the God, Jess Hilarious, DJ Envy is out, but Loren Roques is in. And it's time for front page news with Morgan Woods. Morgan, what's happening?
Hey, girl.
Hey, y'all. Hey.
Hold on. Can I do 2 NBA playoff scores first, Morgan?
Okay, get into it.
Last night, the Rockets beat the Warriors 131-116, and the Los Angeles Lakers, Timberwolves in 5. Okay, the Timberwolves beat the Los Angeles Lakers in 5 games yesterday. So LeBron James and Luka is sitting their ass at home, and I'm laughing my ass off because I don't know if this was real or not, but there was a picture of Ronnie James, and he posted missing the beach. And Anthony Edwards left a comment and said, I'm gonna send you and your daddy home there early. And he did. Timberwolves in 5. Okay?
Petty as hell.
What we got, Morgan?
All right, y'all. So former Vice President Kamala Harris is criticizing President Trump's tariff policies in her first major public remarks since leaving the White House. Now, Harris delivered a keynote address at a gala for Emerge America in San Francisco, California yesterday, where she said people are describing the recent months as absolute chaos. She spoke about current leadership, the current administration, and said that the country belongs to we, the people, not those in power. Let's take a listen to former Vice President Kamala Harris's comments at Emerge America.
The American people deserve leaders who make their lives better and make our country stronger. But sadly, we have seen quite the opposite over these past few months. This country is ours. It doesn't belong to whoever is in the White House. It belongs to you. It belongs to us. It belongs to we, the people.
Mm-hmm. She's absolutely right. Absolutely right. But when the media doesn't care, they don't care. Because I wasn't home yesterday, so I didn't see any cable news. But was that speech aired anywhere?
I don't believe it.
I ain't see it on social media. I ain't see it on cable news.
That's why when you said her first speech, since I was like, oh, when did that happen?
Yeah, it was not televised.
Now, I remember you telling us it was going to happen, Morgan.
Mm-hmm.
But
it was not televised.
Damn.
But yeah, no, it was not. It was not televised. But so yeah, I did have to go looking for it. So what you're saying is that that's something that more people should have saw, more people should have heard.
When the media don't care, they don't care. Because I did not see that speech nowhere. And it sounded like it was a good speech. I'm going to go watch it in full later.
So, yeah, the former VP, she did say that the tariffs that Trump has imposed are clearly inviting a recession, referring to what she now calls the greatest man-made economic crisis in modern presidential history. Now, elsewhere, or meanwhile, on Capitol Hill yesterday, I was out there, Democratic lawmakers gathered for remarks on the steps of the U.S. Capitol for an event that marked Trump's 100 days of what they call chaos. Now, Senate Minority Leader Chuck Schumer spoke alongside House Minority Leader Hakeem Jeffries, Georgia Senator Raphael Warnock, Delaware Senator Lisa Blunt Rochester, and others also spoke. Let's take a listen to Georgia Senator Raphael Warnock's comments.
This is the worst first 100 days that this country has seen in a very, very long time. And so know that as we fight on the inside, we need you to fight on the outside. And we will prove once again that this is the United States of America, and at the end of the day, it's the people who have the last word.
Yeah, so Delaware Senator Lisa Blunt Rochester, who is only one of 2 black senators, okay, real quick, just, plug that real quick, in the Senate, and the other one is here in Maryland. Hey, also Brooks. So Delaware Senator Lisa Blunt Rochester said that she has a message for Republicans across the aisle, and here's what she had to say in her comments on the steps.
When I first came in, the word was unprecedented, but now the words are uncertain, chaotic, confused, and corrupt. Those are the words. And so to my colleagues on the other side of the aisle, I say on this 101st day, there is an adage: the truth shall set you free. The truth shall set you free.
Yeah, so what do you guys think? The first 100 days, it seems like the country is still divided, more divided than ever. Is it more of the same as you're seeing from Dems, or do you actually see that there is some galvanizing, there's some fight there? What do you think, Charlamagne?
No, I still don't see no galvanizing, and I still don't see no fight. But the reality also is, man, we don't have time for division, and the reason we don't have time for division right now is because this is America. Regardless of who's in the White House, everything that's happening, everything that's happening in regards to this administration is going to impact all American people. When the shelves are empty, it don't matter if you Democrat or Republican. When people are losing their jobs and the economy is bad, it don't matter if you Democrat or Republican. Everybody is going to suffer. So, y'all can sit there and keep, pointing the finger and saying, oh, you Democrat, you Republican. But at the end of the day, if everybody broke, that's what's really going to matter.
You know who kind of just said that about the 100 days? Nelly.
What Nelly said? He
just said he looking at the glass as half full. He trying to stay positive.
Oh yeah, he did just say
so. It's kind of.
I don't even know why you brought Nelly into the conversation.
Because I saw it this morning and I was like, oh.
Salute to Nelly, but I have no idea.
Because people he was on Fox News.
Nelly was on Fox News?
He gave a comment to Fox News and he said he's looking at the glass as half full because that's the type of guy he is. And he's staying positive.
You really don't have no choice. You really don't have no choice but to remain optimistic, but you still got to deal with the reality of life. You know what I mean? And the reality of life is, I don't care what your political party is when the economy's bad.
Period. All right, well, let me just get into my last story real quick. Elon Musk may be stepping away from the Trump administration. There's no official announcement that he made, but yesterday during the cabinet meeting, he did indicate that it was an honor to serve. He touted finding $160 billion of government waste and predicted more accomplishments for the White House moving forward. Also keeping in mind that he is just a special government employee, so his days are numbered anyway. He was only allotted 130 days. Now, Trump told Musk it's unfair that he's been treated the way that he has, and Musk responded, well, they do like to burn my cars, which is not great. And that's a reference to the ongoing acts of vandalism involving Tesla vehicles. Of course, he has stood to take quite a loss as being involved with this administration through Tesla. Not so much the used ones, but, this is not a good look.
So if you did find all this money in waste, what they going to do with the money? Remember when they was touting those $5,000 stimulus checks they was going to give to people if they found more waste? So what's up?
I believe that all of this is going to go into the efforts of that supposed well, this is what they're saying. At least this is what Dems are saying, is that these tax breaks and all this money that he's supposedly finding is going to be lining the pockets of his billionaire buddies, or at least that's what the Dems are saying.
I want to say something about the media again. Media has not been mentioning Elon Musk like that in recent weeks. Elon Musk, hasn't even been seeking media like that. You haven't really seen them tweets. He was making all that noise with Doge earlier, and then it started impacting his business.
I was going to say, his pockets is probably hurting now.
That's right. Yeah. That's right. So now he done went ghost.
You thought he was exempt?
That's
right. Thought you was...
That's right.
Oh, you thought I was full of you? Okay. Anyways, all right, y'all. That's your front page news. Follow me on social at Morgan Media, and for more news coverage, follow at Black Information Network. Download the free iHeartRadio app and visit us at BINnews.com.
Thank you, Morgan. Now,
thank you.
Now, when we come back, the icon living Kerry Washington will be joining us. She's got a new movie out called Shadow Force. It will be in theaters May 9th, and we're going to talk to her next on the world's most dangerous morning show, The Breakfast Club.
The Breakfast Club.
Morning, everybody. It's DJ NV, Jess Hilarious, Charlamagne the Guy. We are The Breakfast Club. We got a special guest in the building.
The icon living Kerry Washington here. How are you, Kerry?
I'm good. I'm happy to be here. Always good when I'm with you all.
Yes. What's your energy like this morning?
I feel good. I feel centered. I feel grateful. Yeah, I'm curious.
Did you have an intention this morning when you woke up?
I didn't state an intention when I woke up this morning, but I woke up with a lot of gratitude.
Amazing.
Yeah.
Amazing.
Yeah.
What's the gratitude for?
You know, I feel like this is going to sound so cliche, but I'm very aware lately. Maybe I'm trying to cultivate more awareness lately that as much as things are challenging in the world, like I feel like the circumstances in the world are tough at the moment for a lot of people. But also, two things can be true. There's so much of my life that is truly answered prayers. Like I know when I wake up that the career I have, my marriage, my children, my health, that like I am walking in prayers answered.
Is this a time for, it always, never a time, but I want people to return back to God in this moment. I really do. Because if you are a person of faith, then you got to believe everything truly does happen for our greater good, right?
Yeah.
Or at least for some reason that we may not understand.
I do believe that. I do. I think that I try to remember, though, also that faith is not just about being like handing your power over. That for me, faith is about listening for God's will, which is also pointing me in the right direction toward action, right? Like faith is not just about like sitting back and saying like other people will do or somebody else will provide. It's also about like how can you use me today, Lord, right? Like, how can I be of service today? How can I show up? Because faith isn't just about being inactive. It's about like really stepping into your purpose, your calling, your responsibility.
Action. Is that your word for this season? Since you're in Shadow Force,
I
your
think
first action
so.
movie?
I do. You know, it's funny. I feel like the last time I was here may have been to talk about my memoir, Thicker Than Water.
Yeah,
and
it was.
When I was writing Thicker Than Water, I was making this movie. And so there was like an awareness of a strength that was growing in my life, like an emotional strength, a spiritual strength with my family. And I feel like the film allowed me to put that in my body, like in my cells, to be like, what does fierceness really look like, feel like on me?
Now that I know that, thinking about back to that conversation, I've seen the movie, so I can kind of see what you're talking about.
Yeah.
But did you ever think that you'd be taking on, because this is your first action film, you'd be taking on action in your career in a role like this?
So I'm just gonna be honest with you. I did an action film 20 years ago. I was Angelina Jolie's best friend in Mr. and Mrs. Smith. And I got to like climb that mountain with Angelina and shoot some guns. And I was like, I love this. I loved it.
Oh, so you loved it.
But I never had a chance to do more.
You said it just now.
Yeah. Until my career kind of took a different turn. And I was doing drama and TV and movies and comedy. But I'd never had a chance to do action again. And I really wanted to. So my production company, Simpson Street, when Scandal ended, I was like, we need to find a great action film.
Yeah.
And when I read this one, I was like, this is it. Because I feel like my favorite action films are the ones where you know why the explosions are happening, right? Where you care about the characters, where there are real emotional stakes. And so I felt like to have this film is like a crazy, big ass, splashy action adventure, but at its heart, it's about love. It's about family. It's about the sacrifices you make for the people that you love the most. It's about what it means to be a parent. And like, I think most parents know what it feels like to be like, I would go to the ends of the earth to protect this child. But if you are a trained mercenary like my character and you kill people for a living, what does that look like to really do whatever it takes to protect your little black boy Joy?
What was the training like at this point in your career for this action film versus that first action film?
I don't even remember the training for that one. And, you know, maybe because I'm older or just it was so new for me. But this was intense. It was great. I mean, there was a lot of just weightlifting and Pilates, even just to get in shape to be able to learn the choreography. And then there was stunt training and weapons training, because we're not just shooting guns, we're loading guns, we're cleaning guns, there was the fight choreography. I mean, it was hours and hours of training.
Did you know how to bust your gun before?
No, I didn't.
What was the first time you learned how to shoot?
Yeah.
Wow.
I mean, I had done a little bit, but I really, on all different kinds of guns, and I'm a really good shot.
Did it make you want to own one? No?
It didn't make me want to own one, but it made me grateful that I could use it if I needed to.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Was it ever challenging? What part of it was ever challenging?
The shooting was not challenging, weirdly. It was weird. Like that, it came, I mean, I have one of our targets that I'm framing for my office that I got like a bullet in each eye, like crazy. I don't know why I'm such a good shot, but I'm not complaining. I think the physical, like learning the martial arts, especially because a lot of my fights were with people much bigger than me. So to learn how to fight Arce, who plays my husband in the film, who's the actor, many of you may love him from Lupin, if you're saying it the French way. But he's so much taller than me. And so to figure out like what is my fight approach to be able to take him on was fun and hard.
I'm gonna be honest with you, sounds very tiring. Like, what was the recovery process like? Was it a lot of ice packs, icy hot?
Because you're also on a press tour while you're doing all of
but
this.
I loved it. I mean, it was useful to have a husband at the time. My husband who was a former professional athlete to be able to kind of help me through some of that. But I love that. I love challenging myself physically, and I love working out. I love getting into the body of the character. So it was exhausting, but I also felt, I don't know, I was really proud that when my kids would get up on a Saturday morning, they would come downstairs and see mommy like with the boxing gloves on, kicking ass in the driveway with my trainer. Like there was something really exciting about that.
Yeah. Does a role like this help you to express your shadow side more?
I think so. I definitely I think my go-to personality, I'm much more of a lover than a fighter. I'm not a person who likes to argue. I'm not really combative. I'm not avoidant, but I'm definitely not an aggressive person. So this did help me tap into a level of anger and aggression and courage more than anything.
Ooh, courage. That's a strong word. Why?
Yeah.
Why courage?
Because I think when you put yourself in situations where you can get hurt, it requires you to face those fears. And, it's funny, I was talking to Omar because he's French, and our word courage comes from the French word cœur, which means heart. So it's really about like having a strong heart, a capacity to challenge your heart.
That's interesting because I was thinking about something earlier. I was like, what do you think your characters have taught you that no human being or real life ever could?
I mean, I'm lucky because every time I play a character, I get to learn her greatest lessons. So it's almost like reincarnation in this lifetime. Like I get to learn what she learns and then fold it into my life to move forward. A lot of times what characters remind me to be grateful. Like for this film in Shadow Force, it's really about what it takes to protect the people you love from the systems that want to cause you harm, which I think is very relevant right now.
Oh, yeah.
But this couple, they used to be part of this spy unit. They were trained killers together. They broke the rules. They fell in love. I got pregnant. So now we have to go on the run to protect our kid from the very unit that we used to be a part of, the Shadow Force unit. So for me, the film is about like when there are systems that don't want you to have freedom and love and joy, what do you do to fight those systems? And I think that's a great lesson to be reminded of right now. It's a great question for all of us to be asking ourselves right now. Like I too, as a mom, want to protect my black boy Joy. I want my son to hold on to his joy in the face of a world that may not be invested in his liberty and strength. And so that for the film was a great reminder. Also, these two mercenaries, they have to separate. I kind of back off from the family to try to protect them from afar. And Omar plays the dad. It's this beautiful, it's such a perfect date movie because the action is beast. But Omar also he's doing the primary parenting as the dad. And that image of a black father who's so like locked in and present is so beautiful in a film. But part of what they learn is about partnership. Like if you're lucky enough to have a partner in parenting, you are so much stronger when you lean into that partnership. And that partner could be your spouse, it could be your sister, it could be your mother, it could be your stepdad, it could be whoever is part of that village. But leaning into that partnership in parenting is also a gift. So I think I walked away from the film feeling so grateful for my partner, for my kids, for our safety, for our willingness to fight for our joy no matter what's happening in the world.
All right, we got more with Kerry Washington. When we come back, don't move. It's the Breakfast Club. Good morning. Good morning, everybody. It's DJ NV, Jess Hilarious, Charlamagne the Guy. We are the Breakfast Club. Loren LaRosa is here as well. We're still kicking it with Kerry Washington. Loren,
the first scene that stood out to me where I was like, I think this is what I'm feeling. I'm feeling like she's fighting the fact that like this is a good man and he loves your son and you as much as you think he does. Just let him do it.
Oh, you got it, girl.
But when y'all were at the gun range.
Yeah.
And
don't give him no damn more.
Okay.
There's a little bit of that in the trailer.
Range,
Yeah.
And y'all had the back and forth there.
Yeah.
And you left and his shot was perfect.
Yeah.
And I was like, man, it talked about a lot about how men have to sacrifice in family and relationships versus how women have to do it and how we view it.
Yes. And how we come together because we really kind of twisted the gender norms in this film where the woman is out there working, protecting from afar, trying to, not just bring home the bacon, like bring home the dead bodies to protect this family. But even though he's badass and strong, he's also like the more sensitive parent.
Yes.
He's like really present. I was talking to my girlfriends, like to me, there is nothing sexier than watching a man be a good dad. It is just like so beautiful. So I just love that we're kind of playing in those gender norms and asking people to challenge your idea of even what family looks like today.
Did that cause any conversations for you at home with your family of like, okay, here are some things that, I want to, I don't know, I'm going to lean in and allow you to do. Because that was like the biggest thing. It's like.
Yeah, I don't know that the film caused me to have those conversations in my marriage. But I think one of the reasons why the film really resonated for me is because I do really understand the value of the partnership that I'm in. There. And I really do have. I love parenting with my husband. I love our marriage and I love how we are a team with these kids. And both are really important, like to cultivate the time to just be a couple and then to cultivate the time to pour into the family too. All of that is just so important. So when I read the script, I was like, oh, this just feels so good to see Black love portrayed in this way. Black power, like they are so badass, but also to see Black love sort of explored in this way.
You play so many different roles. Like when you go home, how do you remain rooted in who Kerry Washington is?
Yeah. I have rituals that I do at the end of the day. Like a lot of times, I'll play a character, for example, who's married to somebody else, right? And so for me, when I take off my wedding ring and put it back on at the beginning of the end of the day, that's a small ritual that grounds me in who I am. Because it's such a big part of who I am and how I walk in the world. And I have like ways that I close out the day. Because in the beginning of my career, I used to try to live in these characters all day long. But when you get married and have kids, you're like, I don't need to go home and be sharing my shadow self with people that don't deserve that or need that. Right. So I try to really create containers. Some of that has to do with the hair and the makeup. When I take off the costume, I just try to leave what needs to be left there. It's not always perfect. I'm a person who thinks a lot about the work even when I'm not at work, but I do try to make sure that I'm as present as I can be with my family because they deserve that.
Yeah. Have you ever brought it home and called your man the wrong name?
No.
Called him the character's name?
No.
Okay.
Has he ever called you the character's name? Oh yes, Olivia. Like
No.
Okay.
No.
I feel like I got to say congratulations to you too because the 688 received the Congressional Medal of Honor.
Right?
And I feel like the Netflix series Salute to Nicole Avon and Tyler Perry. I feel like that amplified that story.
That was our goal. When Tyler and Nicole came to me with that project, it was so clear to us that this story needed to be told because these women needed to be celebrated, and that the most important thing was that we made a movie that really resonated with people so that no one would ever forget these women existed and what they did, the sacrifices they made for this country and the courage they had to do what they did. So the fact that it like broke records, it was Tyler's biggest film ever on Netflix, that 50 million people watched it in the first few months. Like it was just an insane success for the platform. And I'm really proud of that because what that says to me is that at a time when our history is so under attack, that is a story that cannot be taken away from us and that we understand our role to do good and to make the world a better place. And that has been a part of the history of this country forever.
How did that feel psychologically to see like this same administration that's taken so much from us to also reward the 688?
I don't know if it was this administration that made that decision or if it happened prior to.
Because I just saw the Speaker of the House, Mike Johnson.
Yeah. But I would just say whoever gives them their flowers, they deserve their flowers.
Absolutely.
It doesn't make me say that the other decisions they're making are okay, right? Like they don't get a pass because they've done this one thing. These women deserve to be honored and celebrated despite whoever is in power at any time.
And then the NAACP Image Award moment. The thank you to Tyler Perry. Congratulations, outstanding actress in a motion picture for
and then we also won Best Picture, which was so. I'm so proud as an executive producer of that film. Yeah,
the movie was perfectly casted too. Oh my God!
Thank you.
Y'all like killed it.
Yeah, all those girls,
y'all
right?
ate that up.
Hey, all those girls. It was as a producer, I was really proud to be introducing all of that young talent, all those incredible young Black actresses to the world. They were so amazing. And in Shadow Force too. I mean, Jaleel, as a producer, when we auditioned, Omar and I auditioned Jaleel, who plays our son in the film. I mean, he like steals the movie. He's so adorable and lovable, and he has to be, right? Because every explosion, every kick, every punch is for him. So you have to fall in love with him, and he's so good. And then Method Man's in the film. Divine Joy, who we were lucky we got her before her fancy Oscar. But the cast is incredible. It's stacked.
Krondon.
I love that.
Krondon's in it?
Yeah.
Krondon?
Yeah. Krondon's great.
I wanted to ask you, when the NAACP Image Award moment happened where you thank Tyler Perry again, and then he posted online talking about how that brought him to tears. Y'all talked after, I'm sure.
Yeah, we did.
Was it an emotional conversation?
It was, because again, like, we don't, we had just made this film to give flowers to 852 women in heaven and 3 who were still with us, to honor their sacrifice and their service. And he was like, I'm so grateful that you took the time to give me my flowers now, right? We can't wait for people to go to say how great they are. We need to let people know in the real. And I just didn't know that I had thanked him twice.
What was going through your mind?
Because I blacked out. Oh. I really, really, really did not think I was going to win. Like, I told Namdi to stay home. Like, you don't got to come to this baby. Like, I knew that Cynthia Erivo was winning that award. She was nominated for an Oscar. I'm such a crazy Wicked fan. Like, I voted for Cynthia. So it was amazing. I really was shocked. Like Beyonce album of the year shocked. Like, just couldn't believe that had happened.
Yeah.
And then when I got up on stage, I blacked out. So I didn't remember having said him. And the idea when I was walking off stage that I may not have said his name was so devastating to me. I just blew up the whole show.
Yeah. I love that, though. I love that level of gratitude. You know what I mean? Because I feel like a lot of people don't do that. Why was that so important for you to do in that moment? Like, I have to make sure I thank you.
I think because Tyler's been such a support for me throughout my career. Like, at a time earlier in my career where I was like, I'm done acting. I don't think I want to do this anymore. He called me to be in For Colored Girls, beautiful film. And I got to work with so many of my heroes. Whoopi Goldberg and Felicia Rashad and Loretta Devine and Janet Jackson and Anika Noni Rose, a young Tessa Thompson. Like, he's been there for me. Even when I've struggled, like, in my career with paparazzi and fame, he's provided safe spaces for me. He's a confidant. He's an advisor. He's a real friend. And to come to me with this role, I just thought this was an extraordinary gift to be able to play Captain Charity Adams, a woman who was so inspiring and so heroic. It really felt like the gift of a lifetime to be asked to step into this process with him and co-produce with him. So I couldn't imagine not thanking him.
All right, we got more with Kerry Washington. When we come back, don't move. It's the Breakfast Club. Good morning. Morning, everybody. It's DJ Envy, Jess Hilarious, Charlamagne the Guy. We are the Breakfast Club. Loren Roques is here as well. We're still kicking it with Kerry Washington. Charlamagne.
Well, what are the biggest lessons you've learned as a producer as opposed to things you learned as an actress?
Actor. Yeah. I guess the thing I love most about producing is when you're an actor, you really are sitting around waiting for somebody else to give you an opportunity to do what you love to do, right? Like, you're like, please, somebody hire me, somebody invite me to your party. Like, I just want to play, I want to hang out, I want a seat at the table. But when you're a producer, it's that thing of like, if you don't have a seat at the table, build your own table. Like, I get to build my own table now. And because it's my table, it's the table I know I want to be at. And I do not build a table for one. So to have a table where I know thousands of people are getting to work and to pursue excellence and chase their dreams because of what we're doing at Simpson Street, that's such a gift. So I think as a producer, again, it's really about like, how can I be of service? Not just to find the projects that I want to do and tell the stories I want to tell for me, but also like, I'm so proud of our show Reasonable Doubt, which we're shooting in Atlanta right now, season 3.
Desperate Housewives remake.
Yeah, so we're really like, we are creating lots of opportunities, not just for me, but for other people. And that I love, to be of service.
I was going to ask, how do you pick what you get involved in or choose to do? Because the Desperate Housewives spinoff, it's like 20 years later.
Yeah.
Were you a fan of the show, or like, what's the background?
Yeah, I love the show. I'm a huge fan of the show and that showrunner, Mark Cherry. I thought it's just a great time. Like, some of the issues of that show, the idea of like living a life of perfection where everything looks good, but underneath there are secrets and desires and complexities that we're not talking about, like that still resonates. So I thought this was a good time to think about how would that show exist now? Who would be in that cul-de-sac now? Because it looks different now than it did 20 years ago.
I see people not happy about that, though. I saw some backlash. It was like, we don't want a new cast. I think they're trying to say we don't want no diversity. I think that's what they really said.
Because when you just said cul-de-sac, I was thinking, I mean, they're going to have some black neighbors.
We'll see. We'll see.
Now, do you even, when you hear stuff like that, does it deter you in any way? Like, is that a project I want to touch?
I'm open to feedback. I think it's important to have your ear open to criticism, but I try to only give real power to people who are in the game, right? Like, I don't really take criticism to heart from people who I don't admire and respect.
Damn.
You said you can't even get in the club. You from outside.
It's like I'm not gonna. I have to like you and like how you're living and what you're doing and what you're creating to feel like you have a say on what I do. But I'm very open. I'm a very collaborative person. I'm very open to feedback. I love I love directors who challenge me, who make me be better, who ask tough questions. You just have to be careful with your energy and not give it to haters.
So just the random folks on social media, you like, whatever.
I mean, I think you have to stay aware. I think anytime you dismiss human beings that's not healthy, because everybody matters. Everybody's a child of God. People's voices matter. People count. But you just have to, for me, as I'm weighing input, I have to make sure that I don't give my power away.
Question: when you were doing Scandal, right?
Yeah.
Scandal seemed very absurd. When you think about the government, when you look at the government now, do you like, what? Like, Shonda couldn't even write this.
It's wild.
Yeah.
It's wild.
What would Olivia Pope do right now if she was part of this government?
Which I don't think she would be part of this government. I don't think she would have, she wouldn't serve this administration.
Even to be a spook who sat by the door? Well,
that's an interesting twist.
Yeah.
Maybe Shonda would write that kind of version. This administration is beyond what I can wrap my head around right now.
Yeah.
And so I'm really, really trying to pivot my focus on most days to how each of us can show up to participate in this process in ways that really matters. Because I think we got here because too many people feel like they don't matter. Like their voices didn't matter. I think if more people understood the power of their vote, we wouldn't be where we are.
When did you first realize people were watching you not just as an actress, but as a leader?
Oh, that's a good question. I don't know. I think I've always been a little bit of a... I started my activism work when I was a teenager, so I've always been a person who's kind of been an artist, but also tried to be of service. But I don't know. I mean, even as you said it, I was like, oh, I guess people do think of me as a leader, but that's not first in my mind. I don't think about it in those terms. Yeah.
Interesting.
I would say even politically, like people... I don't know your character, of course, because of Olivia Pope, but even politically, like people look to you to see like who you're talking about, why you're talking about them, what you're doing, what you're not doing. You got off of X at one point.
I did.
Yeah, you took a break. I saw you post that as well.
Yeah,
Are you back now?
No.
Oh, because like for what, right?
No.
But it's so synonymous with Olivia Pope and who, you know what I mean, the whole Scandal show
but
and all that.
That was Twitter.
Yeah,
that wasn't X. Twitter was made our show part of what it was, the culture on Twitter and Black Twitter. But X is a different place now. The neighborhood has changed. I don't want to live there.
Oh, right.
You moved out.
I'm not in that neighborhood anymore. I don't agree with the leadership. You want to talk about leadership? Like I don't agree with the leadership there. I don't agree with how the conversations are happening. It's not okay. It's not as safe a place as it used to be, and it was never entirely safe. But now it's like the Wild West, and there's a lot of misinformation, and so I don't want to be at that party.
I'm glad you used the word safe, because you don't seem to play it safe, but you have this like huge career. A lot of people in Hollywood want to play it safe because they don't want to impact, their career. Why do you take that? I guess risk is the word.
It's interesting because even at my company, when we talk about culture within the company at Simpson Street, we often don't say like, we want to make sure this is a safe space. We try to say we want to make sure this is a brave space. Because it's not about safety, it's about truth and having the courage, being brave to say the things that need to be said so that you can move everybody forward. Safe is about like tiptoeing, eggshells, working around people. It's like, no. Let's be real. Let's tell the truth. Let's be kind, but I think clear is kind.
Mm-hmm. Was there a brave story you want to tell right now? Especially being, like I said, they're taking a lot of things from us. So I feel like art is going to be the only way to educate and inform.
I was just at the Brooklyn Artist Ball last night at the Brooklyn Museum, and they were honoring Darren Walker, who's an incredible leader. And he was saying that artists hold such important meaning in the culture right now because artists are like a mirror up to society. I'm really proud of Shadow Force. I love this film. I feel like theaters are back. Like, I'm so excited about Sinners. I'm obsessed with that film. It's so beautiful. I feel like this is another like really exciting film to see in theaters because the locations are gorgeous and it's not a lot of CGI. Like, this is real people doing real stunts, putting our bodies at risk. I'm excited to be in community with people telling stories about the power of Black family and Black love and Black parenting and Black kids and community, you know? Yeah. And then I'm starting a series. Simpson Street is producing a new series for Apple called Imperfect Women that we start in a couple weeks. We're filming in LA. So I'm really excited about that project too. It's with Lizzie Moss from Handmaid's Tale. And that's also really about like truth. You know,
listen, booked and busy,
trying.
I love that,
and I'm excited that we're shooting in LA. You know, because we need that after the fires. We really need for more production to be happening in Los Angeles. So I just finished doing a film there, and now we're starting this series.
Are you reprising your role as Alicia Masters in Fantastic Four?
I haven't been invited to, but
manifestation.
But you can put that out there. I do want to do more action films. I really feel like doing Shadow Force was so fun, and I think it's exciting to work in that way, to take on strength, not just intellectually and emotionally and spiritually, but physically.
Got you.
Oh, thank you, Queen Kerry Washington. Always a pleasure when you pull up. Shadow Force is in theaters on
May 9th.
May 9th.
May 9th.
Friday. Okay,
May 9th. Mother's Day weekend for all the badass moms.
So dope. Yes. All right.
Yeah.
Okay, Mother's Day weekend. That is that's what you need to take your mother to go see.
Yeah.
Yes.
Shadow Force. Kerry, thank you for joining us.
Thank you for having me.
It's a pleasure. The Breakfast Club. Yes. The mic's on?
Yes.
Oh, yes. It's the world's most dangerous morning show, The Breakfast Club. Charlamagne the God, Jess Hilarious. Envy is out, but Loren Roques is in. And I got to salute my guy, Abby, the sandwich specialist from Newark, New Jersey. He's up here providing us breakfast sandwiches this morning, man. Remember I told you about the good-ass salmon burger I had?
Yes, you did.
Yes, so Abby came up here this morning.
I can't wait to sink my teeth into one of them sandwiches.
Okay, so Loren, hurry up with the latest so we can eat.
I got you.
Loren becoming a street fat.
She gets them from somebody that knows somebody.
She gets the details.
I'm the homegirl that knows a little bit about everything.
She be having the latest on this.
The latest with Loren LaRosa.
Sometimes she have facts, sometimes she have details, sometimes she have a little bit of everything.
Well, it's the latest.
On The Breakfast Club.
Talk to me.
So last night, the 22nd NBA season ended. LeBron James and the Lakers took a loss to the Timberwolves.
Timberwolves in 5.
103 to 96.
Timberwolves in 5. Lakers, shakers, breakers, takers. Timberwolves in 5.
You're a clown, yeah.
Well, this morning, following that game, hashtag he is 40 has been trending. Now, this has been trending because that is LeBron James's age, and every time the NBA season ends, LeBron James talks about what his future is going to look like. This time around, he said last night that he is undecided when it comes to retirement or not. So people are just going back and forth about whether he should retire, because I know he said before that he was just waiting to be able to play a year or a season with his son. Now he's been able to play with Bronny, and people are like, hey, I think he, maybe he should sit down. He's still looking good, but maybe he shouldn't. People are going back and forth. Charlotte, what you think?
What do I mean? LeBron can still play. I mean, for me, it's put it like this. I'm 46 years old. I've been watching LeBron play 21, 22 seasons now. I've seen more of what I saw yesterday. Like, I guess heartbreak than I have him at the top. And it's not fair to say because, I watched Michael Jordan for 13 years. Half of that, he won championships. I watched Magic Johnson for 13 years. Half of that, he was winning championships. LeBron has played much, 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 much longer. Mm-hmm. But I've seen him lose a lot, and I've seen a lot of people eat on his watch. Still, top 5 greatest NBA player of all time. But I've seen a lot of people eat on his watch. So I don't know what he still has to prove at this point. Maybe he's still trying to chase that because he doesn't like that kind of conversation. Maybe he's still trying to chase some of those people I just named, but I don't think he has anything to prove. But I can't sit here and say, he should retire because his game don't say that at all.
A lot of the articles last night pointed out, and I think some of these injuries are common just with the game, but a lot of them pointed out last night that he was limping out of the crypto arena. His left leg was swollen from a knee-to-knee collision.
You're 40. You wake up limping for no goddamn reason. Okay? And have to run up and down the court all day.
Like fracture something stretching. I've seen it happen. Crazy. You know when Charlamagne come in every morning and be like,
I can't even help it. I don't even know I be feeling like that till I get it.
Oh my God, yes, he be doing that.
I thought it was because he was on the spectrum and didn't tell us. I thought it was a little remedial at first, but no, it's literally because he is about to be 50.
That's true.
Well, if LeBron James does opt into his option, which he has to do by June 29th, or he becomes a free agent, he can return to the Lakers for 2025-2026, and it'll be worth $52.6 million.
If he does play for another year, I personally would like to see him go back to Cleveland for his last year and have his victory lap tour. And Cleveland got a really good team, so you never know. Like Cleveland got a really great team,
right?
Like if they don't win the championship this year, maybe somebody like LeBron can go there and help get them over the top. And he'll be a free agent, so they won't have to lose anything. So who knows?
Well, in other sports news, really quick so we can get to those salmon sandwiches, the Atlanta Falcons and their defensive coordinator, Jeff Albridge, have been fined following that prank call that Jeff Albridge's son did to Shedeur Sanders over the NFL draft. Let's take a listen to Jeff Albridge apologizing.
First of all, I'd like to publicly apologize to Shedeur and the Sanders family for what occurred. Second of all, I want to publicly apologize to Mr. Blank, Terry Fontenot, Raheem Morris, and the entire Falcons organization. My actions of not protecting confidential data were inexcusable. My son's actions were absolutely inexcusable. And for that, we are both deeply sorry. The NFL has taken action, and I fully respect the punishment. We take full responsibility, my son and myself, and we will not be appealing the fine in any way. Going forward, I promise my son and I will work hard to demonstrate we are better than this. Again, I'm deeply sorry for our actions.
You should have your son up there apologizing too. And furthermore, I'm taking money out all his accounts, whatever I done saved up for him, trust funds and everything. This coming out your money, son. Okay, this $250,000, you gonna pay for this.
So the Falcons were fined $250,000, while Jeff Albridge will have to pay $100,000 in addition for failing to prevent the disclosure of confidential information that was distributed to the club in advance of the NFL draft, because that number his son was able to obtain because of those confidential documents. Now, question, Jess, what does a $350,000 behind whooping look like in your household? Because my mom, I would have been up there apologizing. She would have pulled me by my ear. Like I would have
to be a slave for the rest of my life, pretty much. Yes, my mom is not paying that for me. My dad would not pay that for me. Like if it was my fault that such a big bill like that accumulates in the house, and it's my fault, I'm working the rest of my life to pay that. Ass whoopings every day, and I'm 33.
But I'm not even joking. Like whatever trust fund he has put up for that little boy, that money should come out of that. That's like whatever money he got put away for that little boy, if that little boy got money in his savings account, checking account, all of that got to come out to go to this fine. You got you a nice little car that you was driving, you're going to have to sell that too. Anything you got valuable, you got to get rid of until this debt is paid off.
And Daddy had a couple dollars, so he was driving something nice. He was. He was.
Not no more.
Well, that is the latest. And make sure you guys check out the podcast, The Latest with Loren LaRosa. Me and Brandon, who's been sitting in on the podcast with me, had a spirited discussion about this because, Brandon's into sports and some things. So make sure y'all check out the conversation over there, The Latest with Loren LaRosa, anywhere you listen to your podcast.
Happy birthday to Victoria Monet and YMW Melly. So,
none of them are Mexican.
No, they're not.
Okay.
I'm just saying, they black. They like us. One is in jail, one is not. So
they like the Falcons.
Yeah, we don't say happy birthday like we should up here. It's a couple people's birthday.
Yes.
It's Lauren Homegirl birthday.
Who's Lauren Homegirl?
Sadora. It's her birthday.
Okay.
I've heard her talk about Drew a couple times. We like Drew up here. She a friend of the room, maybe.
Well, today is also May 1st, the first day of Mental Health Awareness Month. So we need a young woman named Lakeisha Johnson to come to the front of the congregation. We would like to have a word with her. You'll see.
Okay.
I'll tie it all together.
Because that is messed up. Okay.
It's the Breakfast Club.
Wake up. You're locked into the Breakfast Club.
I just wanted to know how you came up with the donkey of the day.
Tell her.
Because you're mean.
I am not. What did I do? I made donkey of the day.
There's a bunch of donkeys out here in the street.
That is why Charlamagne is here.
If we live a life where we bite our tongue based off who we may offend, we never would say anything.
On on The Breakfast Club.
In the words of Charlamagne the God, he's a donkey. That was
Oh man, Charlamagne, you giving donkey today to who now?
Yes, Donkey today for Thursday, May 1st, is going to a 35-year-old Kentucky woman named Makisha Johnson. Now, today is May 1st, and do you know what today is? It's the first day of Mental Health Awareness Month, okay? Drop on the clues bombs for Mental Health Awareness Month. This month is dedicated to raising awareness, promoting education, and providing resources to support those struggling with mental health challenges. And that is what we are doing today with this donkey. We are raising awareness to those struggling with mental health issues because Makisha is clearly struggling with mental health issues, okay? She was a patient at a Kentucky hospital, and she did something that a lot of people think about doing when the process at the hospital is taking too long. What do you mean, Uncle Shala? She did something that a lot of people think about doing when the process at the hospital is taking too long. Well, let's go to WDRB for the report, please.
A woman is under arrest in Louisville after reportedly choking and assaulting a U of L hospital nurse. Court records say a nurse was making her rounds Saturday afternoon when 35-year-old Makisha Johnson allegedly attacked her. Police say footage of the incident shows Johnson choking the nurse, then slamming her to the ground where she reportedly began hitting the nurse in the face. Officers say Johnson claims she was angry at the staff for taking too long to discharge her. Johnson was charged with assault of a healthcare provider, wanton endangerment, and menacing.
Here's the thing. When you're ready to go, you're ready to go. Okay, we have all been part of the discharge process from the hospital in some way, shape, or form, whether you've been the patient or whether you've been waiting with somebody. And yes, the hospital does drag their feet sometime. Okay, it is a hurry up and wait situation. Nothing is worse when you have to unexpectedly go to the hospital. Like, you got to go to the ER, like something not right with you, or the kid's got a bone out of socket, so you got to up and leave the house and you didn't plan to. Oh my God. You'd be so ready to leave the hospital once they tell you nothing wrong or they fix what is wrong. But the hospital do be taking forever. But just because you think about choking somebody doesn't give you the right to do it, okay? Especially when this nurse wasn't doing anything but her job. Nurses out here working long hours, they're underpaid, they're stressed, and they always put their own health at risk just to take care of our sick asses, okay? They do not deserve to be attacked on the job, full stop. But also, if you're trying to speed up the process, Makisha, the quickest way to slow things down is by physically attacking the nurse. Okay, you're definitely not going home now. You're going to jail. Now, I'm not here to make excuses for her violence. Okay, what she did was wrong. But we have to know something was off with her mentally, right? Mm-hmm. You gotta know that. There is a lot of things that are going to push people to the breaking point in this day and time that we live in. It's going to be a lot of things that are going to make people snap. And it's because folks like Makisha are walking around with undiagnosed mental illnesses, okay? A lot of folks out here under pressure, and they don't got no tools, no resources, no coping skills. They're not going to no therapy. They don't have no emotional outlets. They just have frustration and nowhere healthy to put it, and they end up projecting on people the way that Makisha projected onto this nurse. And that's not an individual problem. Okay, that just doesn't stand with Makisha. That's a societal problem. We don't take mental health seriously. We tell people just to man up or suck it up or, get it.
What?
Suck it up.
Girl,
no.
You know you a best eater. Why you stop?
No, because I could have tied all of that in with Kanye too, but I didn't, because he's somebody else that we know is dealing with mental health issues, and people be telling him to suck it up. He did it literally, but we tell people to man up and get over it or just deal with it. Meanwhile, people out here exploding over little things, okay, and others have to pay the price like that poor nurse. So we need to get people help, get them therapy. I personally don't believe this young woman, Makisha Johnson, needs to be in handcuffs, but she does deserve to get the credit today for being stupid. So give her the biggest hee-haw.
You right, Jess?
Yes, yo. And this man said, suck it up. And people exploding over little things. Mm-hmm. You be writing this with so much gay intention. Like, oh my God. Gay intention. You a mess,
there was no
that
gay
sound like
intention.
an album.
Okay.
Exploding over little things.
But no, it is Mental Health Awareness Month, so let's, pay attention to what mental health awareness is all about. Okay, there are people out here struggling with all type of mental health challenges that they don't know what to do with. So let this be the month that, we should do it all the time, but we should always be raising awareness and promoting mental health education and providing resources to people who need it.
So you're going to do that? Yes, give Kanye some empathy.
Am I going to give him empathy? Well, here's the thing. The reason I gave Makisha Johnson Donkey of the Day is because she's 35 years old. At some point, you know better. You should know better. You know, you're not responsible for your trauma, but you are responsible for your healing. You know what I mean?
I hear you, Jess. What you about to say?
What I think?
You said something crazy.
This salmon burger is the best salmon burger I've ever been into.
Dropping the clue bombs for Abdul.
Is this banana pudding?
This is banana pudding and then
the
strawberry
banana pudding hitting.
Abdul out there Abduling. Okay?
Yes.
No pork out there. Everything is turkey,
I'm trying to
chicken,
tell you.
everything. Give me the salmon sandwich. I got the one with cheese and some special sauce.
I'm trying to tell you.
They out there in Newark, y'all.
I was in Newark last week, and I went to Abby, the sandwich specialist, and my guy Abdul. I was like, y'all got to taste this because y'all think I just be capping when I be telling you how amazing things are.
This the guy who had called up here and was like, you said you was going to come to my spot and didn't come and then you went?
Yes.
Is that him?
Yes.
Oh.
Yes.
Look at that. That is a fire, Charlamagne.
That salmon burger hitting, right?
No, it's hitting.
Okay,
no,
that's all I'm saying.
You're certainly right, Loren. I told him put one to the side for you.
Thank you. I want some banana pudding too.
Well, that's gone.
It is? You have two.
No,
yes,
Big Mac,
the
big
last
ass.
two.
Listen,
the banana pudding gone, Abdul? Is no more banana pudding?
It's no more.
Oh, he said he got me.
Don't worry about that. Just get a sandwich, Loren.
We got Jess Fix My Mess coming up. It's the world's most dangerous morning show, The Breakfast Club.
The Breakfast Club. It's The Breakfast Club.
Come on! Everybody know how we get down. Help me!
Baby!
It's the real deal. Help me! Help me!
Oh my God. I'm all up in your mess. I'ma fix it. Fix it. Fix it. Just gonna fix your mess because my advice is real.
Yes, it's the world's most dangerous morning show, The Breakfast Club. Charlamagne the God, Jess Hilarious. Envy is out today, but Loren Roques is in. But it don't even matter, because right now it's time for Jess Fix My Mess, okay? This is where Jess fixes people's mess. If you listen to her Carefully Reckless podcast, this is what she does on the Carefully Reckless podcast every week, and she does it here on The Breakfast Club every Thursday as well.
Hello, who's this?
Hey, good morning. This is...
What's your question?
All right, so my question is, try to make it short. I've been dealing with this guy for almost 2 years or whatever. And when I met him, he was self-employed. I don't want to say too much. He was self-employed, did his own thing. And now it's like he's trying to transfer over from being a street guy to a man, so he was looking for a job. So it's like I'm just picking up the slack and the bills, kind of. So my question is, how long do you think you should for a man while he's broke?
You said, all right, so how you asked, because you kind of went out a little bit. You said, how long should you take care of a man while he's broke?
Yeah, how long you think like you should be down for a man while he's broke?
See, that goes on a situation basis. Like that's whatever the circumstances are. Like you can't just because I can't tell you when you should stop footing the bill for everything. Like what does he want to do? Do you see him trying to get a job? Is he trying to make money some type of way? Is he trying to launch a business or even a podcast, something? What is he trying to do? Does he show you any ambition at all?
So he's starting a clothing line, but it's like it ain't really like going good right now. Like
so the clothes is trash is what you're saying. Like he ain't really got it's not. You wouldn't wear these things.
It's like,
you wouldn't wear this.
I wear it for promotion because I have a nice body, so I wear it for promotion. I get him sales sometimes.
You wearing it because you only wearing it because you standing behind your man, like that's support, and you want him to make the money. But you got to be real with yourself, because the clothes got to be trash because you are still footing the bill for a lot of things. You're taking care of him. So obviously somebody ain't buying the stuff off Jody. You know what I mean? He's not able to sell these things.
I like the fact that he's trying not to do it the way, but it's like, you got to do something. Get a 9 to 5. I know you don't want to work for the people, but you want to have it for now.
Yeah, see, that's the thing. Everybody, social media makes it look easy for people to start their own businesses and things like that. But that comes with the mindset. You need to have a mindset of a CEO, first of all. You need to know how to be patient enough to take L's. You need to know how to run a business. You need to know, what I'm saying? It's just certain things that people...
And you need to be financially stable before you start a business.
Exactly. Because you need money to make money, especially when you have your own business. So he needs a damn job. Like he needs to work for somebody else before he can work for himself.
Right.
Yeah, so...
For how long? You couldn't answer the question. For how long you think, you know?
It already sounds like you're tired, babe. So go ahead and throw in that towel. You know what I mean? And take a break from the relationship. It ain't like a forever breakup. You know, because you love him. I feel like you love him. You just tired and you're drained, and y'all not married, so you don't need to be there. Y'all don't have any kids together, right?
No.
All right.
So I agree. Let's take a break until you where you need to be and where I need to be.
Yeah, because
this ain't where we both need to be right now.
Yes,
because,
yes, I'm not financially obligated to you. We're not married. Like I don't have to take care of you while you make it. While you get yourself together. If he wanted to go from Ghost to James St. Patrick, he got to do it like a certain way, and that is not involving your money because you need your money for your stuff, for your life. So take a break, let him figure himself out, and then y'all can reconvene when he get it together.
All right, thank you. So don't bleep my name now because maybe he can hear this and take that name or whatever.
No, we wasn't bleeping it out anyway. I love you.
That was Jess Fix My Mess. Make sure you listen to the Carefully Reckless podcast on the Black Effect iHeartRadio Podcast Network if you need more help getting your mess fixed, because Jess be fixing mess every Wednesday on her podcast.
Mm-hmm. In the mornings. Look at him. He was about to not even know. But yes, Wednesday mornings, I fix mess on the iHeart app under the Black Effect podcast, right? And then also on Thursdays live. If you call in, I can fix your mess on Breakfast Club.
That's right. So more Just Fix My Mess when we come back. It's the Breakfast Club.
X about me.
Relationship problems?
X about me.
You need to beat your coworker's ass.
X about me.
Your coworker need to beat your ass? Call it up. It's Dr. Jess, and I'm here to fix your mess. It's getting very much messy. Let me fix it.
Yes, it's the world's most dangerous morning show, The Breakfast Club. Charlamagne the God, Jess Hilarious, DJ Envy is out, but Loren Roques is in, and we are here doing Just Fix My Mess on this fine Thursday. Jess?
Good morning. What's your question? What's wrong?
Yes, I would like to ask how to keep negativity people out your life and just keep your peace.
It's simple, well, I can't say it because it's easier said than done, but I keep negative people out of my life, just not answering the phone. I don't go around people. You got to surround yourself with, positive vibes, I'm assuming, because I'm positive for the most part. Ain't nothing wrong with a little negativity every now and then, because everything can't be all peaches and sunshine and everything like that. And that builds character. Negativity kind of builds character a little bit. But, just don't answer the phone. Just don't talk to people. Is it your friends, your family? Like, who is it?
Friends and family, people that I thought that was really close to, that I trusted, have been around for a long time, and they just did some disrespectful things to me over the weekend. So I don't know how to take it.
Oh, okay. So that's what happened. All right. Okay. So now we're being more specific. That was real broad how you just came out like that. All right. Cool. But yeah, you set that boundary. Like, nah, I'm not allowing this in my life. This is you have to really, really know what you won't take. Because if you tolerate something, people are only going to keep doing, displaying the same behavior. Like you have to let people know you're serious about it. You don't got to talk to them people, friends, family, whatever. I don't care if they are your blood. A lot of times you got to separate yourself and isolate yourself from family and friends as well, so they understand. I may have done something that she didn't like, or I made her feel uncomfortable in some type of way. Yeah, separate yourself. Don't answer the phone. Don't go around these people. They're not deserving of your time, and certainly they're not worth you draining your energy for them. Like, no.
True.
That's it. And then if they want to know why, tell them. You're disrespectful. You hurt me. I don't like that. That's not in my ministry. So, boom, bye. That's it.
Thank you so much, Jess.
No problem, boo.
That was Just Fix My Mess. Make sure you listen every Thursday live, okay? If you want to get your mess fixed, you call in and Jess will fix your mess. And every Wednesday on the Carefully Reckless podcast, she does the same thing. Now it's time for the latest with Loren. Loren, what you got coming up next?
Did y'all know that Kim Kardashian, remember the people that robbed her in Paris?
Yes.
They like over 60 and one of them was like deaf.
Oh my God, so they didn't know what they was doing?
We gonna talk about it, okay?
All right, it's the Breakfast Club.
The Breakfast Club.
Hey, it's the world's most dangerous morning show, The Breakfast Club.
Go, Jess.
Charlamagne the God. Jess Hilarious. DJ Envy is out. Loren is in.
Hey.
We got a lot going on up here this morning. It's time for the latest with Loren.
Loren becoming a straight fact.
She gets them from somebody that knows somebody.
She gets the details.
I'm the homegirl that knows a little bit about everything.
She be having the latest on this.
The latest with Loren LaRosa.
Sometimes she have facts, sometimes she have details, sometimes she have a little bit of everything.
Well, it's the latest.
On The Breakfast Club.
Talk to me.
So Kim Kardashian, one of the Paris robbers is a deaf man who is actually being accused as the ringleader in that robbery where she was tied up in Paris and they took all of her jewelry. Yep. They actually they targeted her for $10 million in jewelry at the time, and it was a whole big thing. So this man is a 60-year-old man. He is known as Old Omar, and he what? It's a part of a whole old gang of people.
Okay.
So he's known as Old Omar, and he was asked a bunch of questions in court via handwritten notes because he is deaf and mute. And
he going around robbing people?
That's the worst person to get robbed by. I'm following all your directions and you still waving the gun at me, threatening me even more, hitting me, pistoling me because you can't hear me saying I comply.
Yes. Listen. He's a part of a big gang called the Grandpa Robbers. Okay. Now he had to read questions from a typed transcript, and his responses were projected on screen in the courtroom where he denied that he was the leader of the gang. Now, Omar did admit that he was a part of the gang that broke into Kim Kardashian's hotel room during Paris Fashion Week back in 2016, but he says, I was not the leader of this group. The Grandpa Robbers got another person at the head, and it's not me. But he did confess to tying Kim up. And then she was held at gunpoint and bound with plastic ties and duct tape and left in the bathroom as they took the $10 million worth of jewelry, which they dropped something on the way out as they were on the getting away on them bikes.
Well, a hearing aid? What did they drop?
No, they dropped a piece of the jewelry. I can find exactly what jewelry it was. And Omar's DNA was actually found on the plastic ties, and video and phone data placed him at the scene.
There's got to be a letter somewhere asking Omar to participate in this robbery because he can't hear. So somebody had to write, hey, we're going to rob Kim K tonight. You down? Check yes, check no.
What?
Well, they actually dropped one of the $24,000 necklace on the way out, while they were trying to get away. But yeah, when I saw that headline, I was like, wait, what?
You had to make sure it was real and it wasn't a joke, right?
I'm like,
I still think it's a joke.
And he tied her up.
Yes.
I don't know.
And it's like that. And that also says a lot about Kim. Kim need to get in some fighting classes or something because I'm beating a deaf mute's ass. And he's over 60. His name Old Omar.
I mean, he still got the old man scrimping. Just because he can't hit don't mean he can't fight. And he had a gun.
Yeah,
I forgot that part.
Yeah, she was held at gunpoint, and they're supposed to be notorious robbers, so they do this. One of them passed away actually before the trial started.
Well, I mean,
perfect time to die.
Look,
if I know I'm going to prison for the rest of my life.
Right. And are they doing this because they are old and they're on their way out?
I don't know their intention, and you know what I mean. If they feel like this is their purpose in life, or if it's just because they're on their on their way out.
Lauren. I need if you come on.
I'll find the home where they are.
Call the man can't hit nobody. The source is deaf, Jess.
Wait, I want to get to this before we have to wrap. So Nick Cannon, today an episode aired of Rape.
If it got to do with his music, I'm going deaf.
That's what I was going to say.
I'm about to be deaf right now.
Nick Cannon.
Nick Cannon was on Tea Time with Raven and Miranda, which is...
Votto will wash Nick Cannon in the
I bet.
Now you playing.
He better.
Yeah, Votto will wash Nick Cannon in the
She found out who Votto is and just won't leave him alone.
Because.
All right. So Nick Cannon was on Raven Simone's podcast, right, with her and her wife, Miranda. And he actually revealed that he has a $10 million policy on his testicles. He says,
okay. I'm going deaf. I'm okay. I had enough.
The father of 12 said that he took out a pricey insurance policy on his testicles back in 2024, and we have just take a listen.
So you took out a $10 million insurance on your.
Well, see, that's the thing. I personally, someone else took the insurance policy out on them. Funny enough, I mean, it started off like, yo, this would be a good joke, but we really went through with it. Dr. Squatch, who is they're known for manscaping and all that stuff. They were like, yo, a lot of celebrity women are insuring their legs in case something goes wrong.
Heidi Klum.
Yeah. And they were like, well, what's your most valuable asset, Nick? I was like, my
Insure them.
And I got the insurance policy in my office. It's like it's legit.
Yep, each ball is $5 million a ball.
Clowned him. All right, so look, anyway, going back to old ass Omar. Look, right? My thing is, is it still considered snitching if he can't tell? Because what if he want to tell on niggas, but he can't because he can't talk?
He just doing this.
He want to tell where he can say, I'm trying to tell y'all what's going on. I'm trying to tell y'all.
Just throwing up mad signs.
Right.
You know what I'm
and he's trying to tell.
Snitching, it's a plane takeoff.
Yes.
Yo, I just wanted to know
Oh my God, I
Because I don't got time for Nick's testicle insurance. Like I don't.
I went deaf during that whole story. We got the People's Mix. Thank you, Loren, for the latest.
You're welcome.
We got the People's Choice Mix coming up next. Envy hasn't been here all morning, but you're going to hear him talking for the next 20 minutes. It's so stupid. It's the world's most dangerous morning show, The Breakfast Club.
You're checking out The Breakfast Club.
Yes, it's the world's most dangerous morning show, The Breakfast Club. Charlamagne the God, Jess Hilarious. Envy was off today. He was doing some book trapping. You know, his new book, Real Life, Real Family, is out with his wife, Gia Casey. So he's running around. I don't know if he's still in Atlanta or not. He's still in Atlanta?
I'm not sure.
I don't know. He's running around doing some book trapping, but Loren Roques has been here all morning. Where you at this weekend, Jess?
I'm not anywhere this weekend, but next weekend I'm in Detroit for the Mother's Day show. I got 3 shows in one day next Saturday. That is May 10th. Get your tickets at JessHilariousOfficial.com. The tickets are almost sold out. We got an 11 a.m. brunch, an early evening show at 7, and then a 9:30 show. And I will be doing meet and greet after the late night show at 9:30. So make sure you get your tickets. Detroit, what up, though? Can't wait to see y'all.
No, 17th, Atlantic City, right?
And yep,
because I'm getting my mom. We coming
City.
for Mother's Day, but it's a week after.
Oh, you bringing Mama La Rosa?
She been talking about. She thought she missed it. Remember?
Yeah,
she been talking about wanting to go to Jess's show, so I'm going to surprise her with tickets.
I know your mama had a couple booths out in Atlantic City back in the day.
Listen,
my mom had booths here in New York. She Atlantic City wasn't big enough for her. It wasn't moving.
She lives in Novato.
Jess,
probably Vado daddy or granddaddy.
Oh, Big Vado. It was another Vado.
She was more of a big OG Vado type, not the little.
That's what's up. That's what's up. May 17th, I will be out in Atlantic City, New Jersey. So get your tickets for that, y'all.
You gotta salute the beautiful Kerry Washington for pulling up.
Yes.
Yeah, she got a new movie coming out, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yes,
and it's
she
called
does.
Shadow Force.
Yes.
It'll be out May 9th, Mother's Day weekend.
I love that her and Viola Davis are both starring in an action film at the same time. You know, it kind of gives you the feel of like the How to Get Away with Murder and Scandal, like universe or something like that.
I didn't even think about that.
You know, yeah. So I really, really love seeing black women who we ain't really ever see doing action before doing action now.
And they're good too. Like it's not like where you can tell us a stunt double or like any of that. It's actually good. It's shot well.
You're right.
You know what's so interesting about Shonda Rhimes and Viola Davis? They both had hit shows on network television, but a lot of times when you talk to a lot of black people, especially black women, when they've had those hit shows on network TV, they don't go on to have like huge success anywhere else.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of times, like especially when you talk to a lot of them from the 90s.
Yeah,
like they had those big roles, but you didn't really see them do
anything
much after that. Like they didn't even get offered anything. Mm-hmm. So the fact that Carrie and Viola still get a lot of work,
yes,
is a testament to them, but also just I don't know. Have times changed? Like what happened? Why
have times changed? You were here then and now.
I was about to say,
your old ass. You the only one here that's been here since then.
Why you
asking
us the time to change?
Yeah, our hairlines are still here. We don't know.
Crazy as hell.
Oh, man, that is so stupid.
What is the positive note, yo?
No,
the positive
why
note
do us
is,
old people always have time changed that much? It's not that I'm asking y'all. I'm just asking myself.
And grab your coin purse when you ask if time changed. And yell about the lottery again.
Time changed that much.
Yes, times have changed.
You tell us you was here, nigga.
Yes.
The whole time. Oh, the positive note is simply this. Authenticity and integrity always win. Okay, people who either accept you or they don't. You keep people in your life who align with the truth of your being or they don't. Nothing is lost when you remain honest. Okay, authenticity filters your life for you. You keep the ones who are aligned and release the ones who aren't. Have a great day.
Breakfast Club, bitches.
Y'all finished or y'all done?